I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge. Understand what it's worth doing when the industry is canceling one black guy. I know what happens when they are going to elevate another.
Jim Carrey just issued a shocking warning to Katt Williams, and it seems like things in Hollywood are heating up.
For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile.
The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb.
Carrey, who's been known to expose the darker side of the industry, has now hinted that Katt could be in serious danger for speaking out against Hollywood's elite.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Could there be a hit on Katt for his outspoken nature? With both comedians unafraid to ruffle feathers, is Jim's message a cryptic sign of what happens when you cross certain powerful figures in the entertainment world? This latest development could be the tip of the iceberg.
Because there is no me, no self. Jim Carrey is gone, actually never existed, and I know that now. So I'm able to take gigantic chances with this thing that people know.
For years now, Jim has been on a mission to expose the hidden forces pulling the strings in Hollywood. He's pointed fingers at shadowy figures, even going as far as suggesting that the Illuminati is controlling everything from celebrity careers to world events. He's been brave enough to risk his entire reputation, even his career, to shed light on the darkness lurking in the industry.
It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
On the other hand, Katt has never been one to shy away from controversy either. Like Jim, he's been known to speak out about Hollywood's shady underbelly, and let's just say it hasn't earned him a lot of friends. Could Jim be trying to warn Katt about something? Could it be a message telling him to back off before things get even messier? It's no secret that Katt has had run-ins with the law and a few public meltdowns over the years, which raises the question, has he been targeted because he's saying too much? Jim, after all, has been doing the same thing, and since his exit from Hollywood, he's become even more cryptic. He's isolated himself, turning to painting and withdrawing from the public eye, leaving many wondering if he's hiding from something or someone.
You're supposed to say, we're important, and you're supposed to say it's all going to be all right, and you're supposed to say that, whatever you dream can come true.
His reclusive lifestyle these days stands in stark contrast to the wild, energetic personality he once portrayed, and it left people questioning if Jim's decision to step away was really his own. Is he dodging Hollywood's clutches, or is there something far more sinister at play? And if anyone knows what it's like to be on the receiving end of such forces, it's Katt Williams. For years, Katt has openly discussed his belief that certain powerful figures in the industry have been out to ruin him. He claimed that when he initially spoke out about the secret society allegedly controlling Hollywood, he didn't fully grasp the lengths they would go to protect their operations. As far back as the early 2010s, Katt Williams made waves by publicly addressing this hidden group, and his career started taking a sharp turn after that. In fact, during a 2013 interview with Blacktree TV, Katt explained that the negative media stories, the arrests, and the constant drama that seemed to follow him were, in part, due to his refusal to play along with this shadowy club.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time.
According to Katt, rejecting this secretive, powerful group made him a target for media smears and legal issues. He hinted that his career struggles weren't just about bad luck or personal mistakes. There was something darker at play, a system trying to silence him for not aligning with the elite. Now, Jim Carrey's actions are stirring similar vibes. Over the past few years, Jim has distanced himself from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. And like Katt, he's hinted at something more sinister behind the scenes. Jim's been vocal about secret societies, even going on talk shows to poke fun at the Illuminati, but many believe there's a lot more truth behind his words than just jokes. And here's where the theory comes in. Is Jim Carrey trying to warn Katt Williams about what's coming next? Could he be saying, "You've seen what they can do, and it's only going to get worse"? The two comedians, both known for their wild and unpredictable personas, seem to be on parallel paths when it comes to exposing the underbelly of Hollywood.
Because there is no me, no self. Jim Carrey is gone, actually never existed, and I know that now. So I'm able to take gigantic chances with this thing that people know.
While Jim has retreated into the shadows, focusing on art and isolation, Katt is still in the trenches, fighting battles both personal and professional.
All lies will be exposed, that's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
And if we've learned anything from Katt's past, it's that speaking out against the powers that be isn't without its consequences. Katt's claims that Hollywood's elite have tried to take him out aren't just wild accusations. His history shows a pattern. His legal troubles, bizarre media portrayals, and constant run-ins with the law all seem to ramp up after he began to speak out. Katt himself has said that he had to stop discussing this secret society because they were allegedly making moves to remove him from the picture entirely.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time.
And with Jim seemingly echoing these sentiments in his own way, it raises a huge question. Is Katt Williams being warned to tread carefully before things escalate even further? Carrey's retreat from the limelight in recent years may not just be about burnout or a desire for peace. Maybe the reason was something else, as Joe Rogan also says.
Talking like some guy who's just trying to sort of understand his place in the universe.
Some speculate that Jim stepped away because he got too close to the truth, just like Katt. Katt, after all, has already felt the wrath of these forces. And if Jim's warnings are anything to go by, the battle might just be heating up again. Well, this isn't just about two comedians. This is about the darker side of fame, the things we don't see happening in the shadows. Now, has Jim put a hit on Katt Williams, metaphorically speaking? Not in the way you might think, but perhaps he's put a target on his back by dragging him into the conversation once again. The Hollywood elite doesn't like being exposed, and with both Katt and Jim speaking out, it's anyone's guess what will happen next. Now, recently, the star of Dumb and Dumber, renowned for his vibrant energy and comedic talent, is reportedly causing concern among his close friends due to his increasingly reclusive lifestyle, leading to worries about his well-being.
I do believe in manifestation, power of that kind of stuff, but I don't believe that any of it matters. You know, this mattering is to me.
On his 62nd birthday, Carrey made a rare public appearance looking disheveled and hardly recognizable, prompting his friends to gather around him to offer support. According to a source cited by the National Enquirer via Radar Online, the comedian has been spending time in Hawaii and is hiding away, showing very little interest in anything Hollywood has to offer. The Insider expressed concern, stating, "It's a big worry for the many folks who care about Jim, who's had some seriously rough moments these past few years." The source added that Carrey tends to self-isolate and withdraw. Observing Carrey's appearance, the Insider remarked that the former actor seems to have taken a beating, both physically and mentally. In March 2022, the Ace Ventura star disclosed to Access Hollywood that he was probably retiring from acting. Carrey explained, "Well, I'm retiring. Yeah, probably. I'm being fairly serious. It depends. If the Angels bring some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for people to see, I might continue down the road. But I'm taking a break." He further expressed, "I feel like, and this is something you might never hear another celebrity say as long as time exists, I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough." Moreover, Jim Carrey is no stranger to battling mental illness. His characters on screen are known for making people laugh, but the actor has privately fought depression for a long time, seeking professional help to cope with his symptoms. Carrey spoke about his journey in 2004 in a conversation on 60 Minutes. "I was on Prozac for a long time. It may have helped me out of a jam for a little bit, but people stay on it forever. I had to get off at a certain point because I realized that, everything's just okay," Carrey said. Despite being an incredibly talented, versatile actor, it would be fair to say that Jim Carrey has seen his fair share of ups and downs in his career. Acting has definitely taken a back seat over the last few years, but Carrey hasn't forgotten his love for the craft. One of his fans wrote, "He lost his parents at his peak, but that didn't stop him. Every performance this guy did as comedy gold was amazing in drama too." And the same goes with Katt Williams. People believe that Jim may have found empathy and may have related to him. That is why he felt it necessary to speak about this. Well, Katt Williams is no stranger to controversy.
It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
For years, he's been vocal about the sinister forces at play in Hollywood, exposing what goes on behind closed doors. One of the most jaw-dropping revelations came during an interview where Katt revealed that Diddy tried to entice him with over $50 million to attend his infamous freak-off parties. These weren't just regular parties. These were wild, unhinged events where Diddy allegedly sought total control over attendees, including their bodies.
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times, just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting the body, and you gotta tell him no.
This shocking claim sparked a series of events that would forever change Katt's life. After rejecting the deal, it seemed like the floodgates opened. Katt became a target for relentless harassment. His house was robbed, he was physically assaulted, and he was even arrested multiple times, often under suspicious circumstances. But Katt's personal attacks weren't just random, they appeared to be orchestrated. Katt repeatedly spoke out against the industry's elite, including some of the most powerful moguls in entertainment, and many now believe that this made him a target.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time.
Sharing another encounter with Diddy, Williams told on Vlad TV that he attended a party at Diddy's opulent mansion, anticipating mingling with fellow celebrities. However, the evening took a disconcerting turn when Williams noticed something odd. There were no women present, only men. Feeling uneasy, Williams attempted to depart, but Diddy persistently pursued him, making suggestive remarks and offering a suspicious drink. Sensing the situation, Williams declined the drink and firmly expressed his disinterest in Diddy's advances. In no uncertain terms, Williams reiterated his stance, irrespective of Diddy's wealth, fame, or power. "I am not gay, and I am not going to sleep with you." However, his rejection seemed to astonish and offend Diddy, who resorted to trying to intimidate Williams by threatening his career. Undeterred, Williams held his ground, asserting that he had nothing to fear. And now, Katt is stepping up big time as a whistleblower, pulling back the curtain on the dark truths lurking beneath the glitz and glam of Hollywood. He's not backing down, dropping bombshells left and right that are rocking the entertainment scene to its core.
And the fact of the matter is, we watched this nigga get murdered right in front of our own face. And the nigga knew it was finna happen. He told us, and we didn't know.
Alongside spilling the beans on the supposed conspiracy swirling around Michael Jackson's death, Katt Williams hasn't shied away from tackling another important issue: the way Black actors are often pigeonholed into roles that involve wearing feminine attire in the entertainment biz. He's not afraid to speak his mind about the industry's stereotypes and injustices.
It might also be said that there's nothing funnier than a black guy in a dress. Okay, well.
Katt Williams isn't one to tiptoe around touchy subjects, even if they make some folks squirm. And it seems like his boldness has rubbed certain corners of the industry the wrong way. There have been plenty of signs pointing to Hollywood trying to give Katt the cold shoulder because he refuses to water down his message.
Why? Because you know ain't nobody gonna sleep with him. You only got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16.
It's often said that you really gotta be in the thick of it to grasp how an industry operates. And comedian Katt Williams has definitely given us some food for thought on this front. He's dropped some intriguing hints that suggest Tiffany Haddish's journey to stardom might not have been as organic as she's made it out to be. Seems like there might be more to her story than meets the eye.
It's just facts, sir.
How many is that total?
9.
So you've done 9 filmed comedy stand-up specials.
Without ever getting financed or having a deal.
According to the seasoned comedian, it seems like Haddish might have taken a shortcut to the top in showbiz. If you've ever had doubts about whether her public persona matches up with reality, this revelation is definitely worth paying attention to. We've heard plenty of stories about celebs living double lives, but Haddish's rapid rise seems to stand out. Katt Williams didn't hold back in spilling all the details in his disclosure.
Did you think she wrote Girls Trip Goofball?
Right.
Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her? It's up to you, whatever you want to believe.
On V103's Frank and Wanda in the Morning Show, Katt Williams really let loose, dishing out his opinions on a bunch of fellow comedians like Lil Rel Howery, Jared Carmichael, Kevin Hart, and Hannibal Buress. But it was Tiffany Haddish, the rising star from Girls Trip, who ended up catching the most flack from him.
I'm the introduction to Tiffany Haddish.
Katt Williams, who snagged an Emmy for his guest spot on Atlanta, didn't mince words when he cast doubt on Tiffany Haddish's achievements. He hinted that Haddish might not be the brains behind her comedy material and questioned if she's truly earned her stripes as a comedian. He threw down the gauntlet, saying, "You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back-to-back for an hour to nobody." But when Wanda Smith, the show's host, stepped up to defend Haddish, Katt Williams fired back with a thought-provoking question. When did being real become a marketable trait? He even hinted that Hollywood's fondness for Haddish might be influenced by her public crush on Brad Pitt. In the midst of it all, Williams made sure to give props to several other black female comedians like Luenell, Melanie Camarco, and Miss Laura, shining a light on their talent and contributions to the comedy world.
Why? Because ain't nobody gonna sleep with him. You only got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16.
Katt Williams didn't stop at just questioning Tiffany Haddish's rise to the top. He went even deeper, suggesting that her path to landing deals and roles might have been a little too smooth, hinting that she might have had to make some compromises along the way to reach her status. Furthermore, he didn't hold back in highlighting what he sees as a systemic issue in the industry: the tendency to overlook black talent and limit black actors' opportunities to showcase their full range of abilities. He pointed out a glaring disparity in opportunities compared to their white counterparts, emphasizing the need for more equity and recognition in Hollywood.
They gonna let you be a star, Lil Rel, but you ugly. And white people don't believe in ugly stars. They think you have to be somebody that women want to sleep with and men want to be.
It seems like Katt Williams' remarks about Tiffany Haddish and her crush on Brad Pitt were actually based on some truth. Haddish has openly talked about her admiration for Pitt in the past, even sharing a humorous encounter with him in an elevator. She didn't hold back when discussing the possibility of a future romance, adding some comedic flair to the situation. During another chat with Kelly after her appearance at the Oscars, Haddish played a game where she revealed she wouldn't choose to marry Brad Pitt. This suggests that her admiration for Pitt may have been more playful than serious. What Katt Williams seemed to be driving at in his expose on Haddish was that her career really took off when she embraced self-expression rather than being objectified. It's clear he sees her success as being linked to her authenticity and talent, rather than just her admiration for a Hollywood heartthrob.
But because we black, they say, oh, you don't even deserve that. So you get Kevin Hart, Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, all in a row, Hannibal Buress, just dudes that no woman would talk to.
In another interview, this time with Jamal Finkley on his YouTube channel, Black Tree, Katt supposedly spilled more beans about that whole dress-wearing thing you've probably heard about. He talked about Kevin Hart rocking a dress in his SNL skit, but made it clear that Kevin wasn't the only one in on it. Katt said Eddie Murphy and Jamie Foxx were right there with him, which some folks find pretty controversial in showbiz.
Let's be very, very clear. It is possible that there isn't anything funnier than a guy in a dress.
Katt highlighted the irony in the fact that a significant portion of the audience found it amusing to witness a black man wearing a dress. He believed that this reaction would not have been the same if the individuals involved were of a different racial background.
If that's the case, then it might also be said that there's nothing funnier than a black guy in a dress.
Even though Kevin Hart's already a big star, Katt dropped a hint that Kevin probably had his own reasons for doing those kinds of roles. But he also showed some respect for Kevin's choices in that area.
At the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him.
Williams carefully suggested that he had observed numerous artists encountering similar challenges repeatedly throughout their careers. Given Williams' observations, one might suspect that there could be a discreet effort to undermine the public image of black icons by certain individuals or entities.
I've never seen Madea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
In addition to his previous revelations, Williams exposed the existence of a secret society called the Illuminati, which he claimed faces significant opposition from within the black community. The implication here is that The Guardian, by indirectly corroborating his claims and revealing the society's name and some of its prominent members, has lent credence to his assertions about this secretive organization. He said, "It is the most elite club in the world. This is the Good Club, the name given to the tiny global elite of billionaire philanthropists. The names of some of the members are familiar figures: Bill Gates, George Soros, Warren Buffett, Oprah Winfrey, David Rockefeller, and Ted Turner. But there are others too, like business giants Eli and Edith Broad, who are equally wealthy but less well known." While Williams disclosed significant aspects of the agenda he believed to have originated from the elites, he issued a warning to fellow Black artists, advising them to exercise caution and be wary of the potential influence or involvement of this secretive club.
It's not necessary for us to stir up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stung a million times.
While it may sound somewhat exaggerated, the pimp emphasizes that his intended audience should heed his advice because he believes he has a deep understanding of the situation, having allegedly experienced the consequences of this supposed manipulation for many years.
I didn't understand that. They had to sting me a million times. I'm still not going to join, but I respect it a little more.
According to Katt, he wasn't the sole individual dealing with challenges and adversity, which is why he felt it was necessary to let go of certain matters for the sake of his own well-being.
So I know how much they talked about Martin Luther King, and I know what they end up doing to him. I know this same story about Jesus and a few of my uncles.
After going through tough times for a while, Williams said he had a big wake-up call. He realized that speaking his mind and being honest about his grievances got him a ton of backlash. He didn't expect it to be so harsh, but it opened his eyes. He now gets that what he thought was just being truthful might have been seen as reckless, and it was getting twisted against him, supposedly with the Illuminati lurking in the background, benefiting from the chaos.
Doesn't mean I always make the right decisions, but I am going to stand by what I stand for.
Indeed, Katt, known for his fearless approach, disclosed that he was privy to the true story of Bernie Mac and did not hesitate to share the industry's supposedly closely guarded secrets surrounding this matter.
You know that the people that made money off Bernie Mac didn't like him. They hated his guts.
Katt's revelation about his former idol may come as a surprise to some, but the next revelation is even more shocking. He claimed that Steve Harvey, everyone's favorite, has allegedly sold his soul to Hollywood.
I think Steve Harvey's some stand-up ass mother. No, this girl who owned TV One, he used to kiss her. How he had the radio.
Steve Harvey, known for his family-friendly humor and charm, is a household name, the kind of celebrity who seems untouchable. But according to Katt, even Harvey isn't immune to the darker side of the entertainment industry. Katt hinted that Harvey's rise to fame wasn't as organic as it seems, and that his success may have come at a hefty price. In Katt's eyes, Steve's willingness to play by Hollywood's rules, no matter the cost, is part of what keeps him in the good graces of those secretive powers behind the scenes. Some folks are even going as far as to say that Jim's latest comments could be interpreted as a veiled warning, not just to Katt Williams, but to anyone who dares challenge the powers that be in Hollywood. People also have their own opinion about Jim's situation, as one of them wrote, "It's cool that Jim literally says whatever he wants and doesn't matter what Hollywood does. He is so set and one of the most famous actors of all time. Burning Hollywood on his way out is something I bet a lot of stars wish they could do but can't." Is this a sign that Jim knows something we don't? And is Katt Williams next in line to face the wrath of Hollywood's hidden elites? One thing's for sure, Jim Carrey isn't your average Hollywood star. He's been dropping breadcrumbs for years, making people question the nature of fame, fortune, and everything that comes with it. And now, as Katt Williams continues to speak out, the connection between these two might just be more than coincidence. What's really going on behind closed doors in Hollywood? Only time will tell. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.